Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. You've just caught me cleaning the car, and the subject of today's video is about the Skoda Karoq. We've had it 18 months now, and we've learned a few things about it, what's good and what's not. So the video today was prompted by a comment by Ian Jarrett, a YouTuber and viewer to the channel, asking me what it was like to live with. So what we're going to do today is do the pros and the cons of owning this vehicle as a tow car. So the first thing we're going to talk about are the negative points of owning the Skoda Karoq. And the first one is the sat-nav. I have to be honest, I find this very weak. I wouldn't use it for towing because it sends you down some really random roads which are not suitable for towing. So if you're going to use a sat-nav, I would recommend a TomTom Camper. This is ours and it has really looked after us when we've been towing. Not the cheapest of things, but very reliable. Okay, number 2 on our list is the 12-volt sockets within the car. Now there are 3 in the car. There's this one at the front, there's one in between the front and rear seats, and there's one in the boot. Now these seem to be permanently live even when the ignition's off, which some people might think is a really good feature. However, like us, we use our dash cam. You can see the green lights on at the moment. And if you forget to take that out, which sometimes we all do, within a couple of days, if you've not used the vehicle, it'll weaken the battery. And in winter, in cold snaps, it could actually flatten the battery. So this is something that I find a little annoying, to be honest. Okay, so number 3 on our list is this pull tab, which allows you to fold the seat. So we're going to pull it now, and we're going to drop the seat. So we've dropped the seat, and it's now locked. We can't lift it up. Now the thing I find very frustrating is you have to then spend a good minute or two trying to locate the tab, which is underneath the folded seat, to pull it in order to bring it back up again. I think this is quite a tiring and annoying job. It's very fiddly and a bit of a faff. Now this is the VariFlex seating system, which I have to admit that is really good, but this particular design there, it's awful. I wish they'd have put one on the other side so you could pull it from the other side and then lift the seat up that way. So that's number 3 on our list. So number 4. Number 4 is the fuel economy. I have to say it doesn't really give that much of a good fuel economy, this car. When you're towing you get about 32 to the gallon, which is not really that great, but some people will think that's pretty good, especially if you're moving from a big SUV or a pickup truck to something like the Karoq. So let's take a look at the pros of owning the Karoq as a tow car. Number 1 is the driving position and the comfort when you're driving. This has been one of the most comfortable Volkswagen and Audi group cars that I've actually owned and driven and towed with. I'm really impressed with it. It's very comfortable. The seating has a lumbar support, so it supports your back, and the driving position is perfect. The pedals aren't offset, so you're not going to be twisting your body while you're driving. So all in all, for me, is the driving position and its comfort. Okay, so moving on to number 2. Number 2 is the rear view reversing camera. I think this is fantastic. As you can see in the bottom of the screen, you can see the tow ball there, and it's perfect for when you're reversing up to your van, ready to hitch up. I find this so much easier. I don't need Juliet to help me guide me back. I can do it myself, and especially when it's raining, it's ideal. Okay, so speaking of the tow bar, we have the electronic one that I showed in the previous video. This has been a really fantastic tow hitch. It's been perfect for what we've needed. The electrics here have not let us down. I like the fact that you can store your breakaway cable here, and it has been really good. It has an 88 kilo capacity, which is actually better than its big brother, the Kodiaq, which is only 75. Okay, so one of the main features that we do like is the boot and the boot space. This is built on the Golf platform, but it is quite a large boot. It does have a lot of flexibility in the actual boot itself. You have various cubbies and clips and hanging sections. This section here, that's just for the tow ball. So coming round on the other side, we have a 12-volt socket. We also have another cubby, and the boot light does act as a torch as well. It can be removed, which is a really good feature. Now this is the VeriFlex seating system, which means all 3 seats can independently fall flat, and we tend to use these two. We drop them forward and we stick our awning there, which is really handy. Also means that Alfie can still sit in this seat and enjoy his day travelling with us. Now the boot floor itself, this does move up like so. To access underneath, there is a space saver wheel in our particular model, and that black plastic thing in the middle is our subwoofer. On this side you have space for your tools and extra pieces that you may want to take with you. Reflective vests. We have our warning triangle and our wheel brace on that side, and some various other bits and bats. Also with this, when you drop this down, you can actually access either side by these little tabs here, which is really useful. And there's one on the other side. Like so. So all in all, we're really impressed with the boot and the boot size and capability. So we're just going to wrap this up now, but before we go, we're going to answer the main question, and that is, what's it like to tow? We found it very stable on the motorway and A roads. It is very stable when overtaking high-sided vehicles on the motorway. You do get a slight buffet when you're overtaking with strong crosswinds, but nothing to be alarmed about. All in all, we've been very impressed with the towing capabilities of the Skoda Karoq. Well, I'd just like to thank you for joining us today. I hope you found this informative, and if you would like to leave us a comment, please do so. But in the meantime, I'd just like to say thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.